カナダ・ブリティッシュコロンビア州にあるハンソン島。この小さな離島に建てられているのが野生オルカの調査施設オルカラボです。ポール・スポング博士と妻のヘレナさん。人間が住むには少し不便なこの島でオルカたちの調査・研究を40年以上続けています。
There they are. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
オルカ、シャチと聞いて一般の皆様の頭に思い浮かぶのは哺乳類を食べるトランジェントというタイプではないでしょうか。獲物を探して広い範囲を旅します。一方、魚を食べるレジデント。この群れは魚しか食べないので他の哺乳類もレジデントのことは怖がりません。ご覧の映像ではカマイルカと一緒に泳いでいます。レジデントは餌場の近くにとどまることが多く、あまり広い範囲を旅しません。夏は毎日のようにジョンストン海峡で姿を見ることができます。家族の絆がとても強いことが知られていて、海の中でもお互いの存在がわかるように、群れごと家族ごとに多彩な方言があります。鳴き声を聞き分けることができれば水中マイクを使ってオルカたちの動きを追うことができます。島の周辺に6つの水中マイクを沈め、アシスタントが24時間体制でモニタリングしています。どの群れの鳴き声がどの水中マイクから聞こえるかデータを取ることで、陸上にいながらにして彼らの動きを追うことができます。オルカラボでボランティアをしている2人の日本人アシスタント。そのうち1人は桃子、7年目のボランティアです。写真を専門とし、パソコンやネットワーク関係などラボの施設管理が得意。細やかな気配りで博士夫妻の身の回りのサポートもこなすので、敏腕スタッフとして非常に頼りにされています。
私がシャチを好きになったきっかけは、まず小さい頃見たアニメの7つの海のティコを見たのがきっかけでした。普通に就職をしていたんですが、どうしても野生のシャチを見てみたいっていう気持ちが抑えきれず、難関の面接をくぐり抜けて2010年初めてオルカラボに降り立ちまして、ボランティアを続けているのはまず野生のシャチに関われるっていうのと、あと日本ではあんまり野生のシャチについて 知られていないので、そういう情報を発信できればなと思って、であとはもうそのポールとヘレナ博士夫妻をただ助けたい、友人として助けたいという思いで今は生き続けている。
もう一人がトモコ。このボランティアを18年間続けています。オルカたちの方言を細かく聞き分けることができるので、どの群れがどういった状態でどこからどこへ向かっているのか、音だけで動きを分析しデータを取る作業を任されています。
実は私オルカラボに来るまでオルカのことは全然知らなかったんですよ。私は野球が好きで、特に阪神タイガースの大ファンで、専門学校の研修旅行がいくつかあって、その中から一つ選ぶことになった時にオルカ、つまりシャチっていう文字を見てピンときたんです。あ、これ魚編に虎じゃんって。それでラボのスピーカーから流れてくるオルカたちの鳴き声を聞いた時に、あ、私これ一生聞いてたいって思ったんです。ちっちゃい頃からテレビではなくラジオで野球を聞いてて、音を聞いて何が起こってるかを想像するっていうのが他の人よりちょっと慣れてた。なのでオルカラボでは鳴き声のレコーディングに深く携わることができてます。
オルカたちのシーズンである夏は、私たちの他にも世界各国からボランティアアシスタントたちが集まってきます。オルカラボのボランティアは人気があります。仕事は大変で旅費や滞在費も自腹ですが、私たちのように何年も続けてくる人も珍しくありません。新人は毎年高い倍率をくぐり抜けてやってきます。
I first came to this area in 2008 and I just fell in love with it. And my parents and I have been coming back almost every summer, especially for the orcas, which really fascinated me. And that's also how I found out about Orcalab. My dad really wanted to do something for the whales, so he decided to support Orcalab, which he's been doing now for several years. And 4 years ago I got the chance to meet Paul and Helena on Hansen Island, and that was just incredible. And I really wanted to come back and volunteer over summer, and yeah, this year I finally got the chance to do it, and it was incredible. And I definitely want to do it again. The wildlife, the nature, it's just an amazing experience.
So I came to Orcalab for the first time actually when I was 9 years old, because my dad was working on the solar energy system there. So I got to come with him, and I came to Hansen Island for 2 weeks, and ever since then it's been a place that has felt incredibly special to me, and I always wanted to go back and contribute to what goes on at Orcalab because it impacted me so much when I was a lot younger. So I'm here.
I first heard about Orcalab when I was a teenager, and I read about it in books, and I read all about Paul and Helena's work and Orcalab and the orcas here, and ever since then I just desperately wanted to come here. And when I finished university in 2012, I came out for my first year here, and I'm now on my 3rd year here at Orcalab. I run Craycroft Point, which is the video station just across in the Johnstone Strait, not far from Orcalab, and I just really hope that my work with my images and my video can inspire the same amount of enthusiasm and passion as this area has given me to try and help protect it and conserve it for our children.
世界各地から集まってきているアシスタントですが、全員に共通しているのはオルカが大好きということです。
They're gonna come now.
Yeah, yeah. They're gonna come right here.
Right on the corner.
Whoa! Whoa!
I think that my interest in orcas probably came from me watching Free Willy as a child. I grew up in a place where there was no ocean nearby, so I was just completely captivated by Keiko the whale from that movie. After that, all I wanted to do was work with whales. I would go to the library and rent books and watch documentaries. And at school, any chance I had to write a project or write a paper on orcas, I would do it. I was very lucky to spend some time in Johnstone Strait and an Orcalab on Hansen Island. Being able to share an environment with those whales and watch them from shore and listen to their vocalizations, it's an extremely humbling experience. And it's one that I'll never forget, and I hope I can continue to have for a long time to come.
オルカラボの仕事の中で最も優先されるのは個体識別と鳴き声のレコーディングです。どの群れがどこにいるのか水中マイクからの音で記録を取ります。鳴き声を聞き分けられるベテランが新人に仕事を教えます。
So A42s are there too.
We know we've got about...
We've got one group at White Beach mid-channel. Another group at Compton, mid-far channel.
Okay, let's try to identify the groups now.
Okay.
ラボの中と外でトランシーバーでやり取りをしながらオルカたちの姿と今聞こえている鳴き声を照らし合わせます。目視だけで難しいときは写真で個体識別をします。
ID カタログっていうちょっとマニアックな本を私たち使っておりまして、このようにオルカたちの家系図が載ってます。
背びれの大きさや傷、背びれの後ろの模様が1頭ずつ違うため、よく見る個体や特徴的な個体は見分けることも可能です。オルカラボでは水中マイクの音とライブカメラ映像の配信もしており、パソコンによるカメラ操作もアシスタントの大事な仕事です。アシスタントがやらなければいけないのはオルカの仕事だけではありません。唯一の交通手段であるボートは燃費を良くするため定期的に苔やフジツボを取り除きます。島での燃料は薪です。流木を乾かしチェーンソーと斧で細かくします。オルカラボの施設はすべて手作り。雨漏りの修理や老朽化した施設のメンテナンスも自分たちでやります。すべてが DIY です。
You
アシスタントたちの住まいはテントと寝袋です。森の地面はデコボコしているので、木の根っこがないフラットな場所は早い者勝ちです。
So we can still expect certain things to happen. And this area has become really known for A clan. And in A clan, really the groups, the A part of the group, so that's the A, for the pod level, it's A1s, 4s, and 5s. And they are the regular visitors, and you have a sense that the other groups are coming in and knocking on the door and coming in and visiting with the A's, and it seems to us that the A's kind of drive the social scene around here. 064908. Flower Island is in the center at a gain of 7. It's good sounds, even if it's distant. You're going to do one more thing. We're going to take the straight down so we can actually hear this. We're going to take flower off, so you have to C's or somebody. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not doing handstands either. Oh, it's pretty nice up here.
You don't want to fall down here.
Ouch.
Did you put those there against this thing?
レコーディングとライブカメラ操作はシフト制で、1日のうち何時間かは必ずこの作業につきます。シフトに入っていないアシスタントは雑用をこなしつつも空き時間に各自食事をとります。
No. I think these are the size of these pieces are fine.
As long as we save a little bit for the morning bread.
How are you doing? Good. How are you?
Incredible.
しかし食事中でも休憩中でも気は休まりません。オルカが通過したら個体識別のためラボに走らなければならないからです。オルカたちには昼も夜も関係ないため、真夜中になっても仕事は続きます。頻繁に鳴き声が聞こえていればまだいいのですが、時にはひどいボートの中、30分に1回しか鳴かないことも。睡眠不足が続くとレコーディング中につい居眠りしてしまうことも。1週間から10日ごとにタウンランがあります。代表者がみんなのお買い物リストとお金を預かり、大量の洗濯物とともにボートで40分ぐらいの町へ行き、買い物と洗濯をこなして帰ってきます。荷物を積み下ろすだけでも大変な作業です。研究所って言っても仕事は地味なデータ収集で、動物を見てる時間よりも待ってる時間の方が長いです。でも動物の生態を知るためにはやっぱデータ収集が一番大事で、島での生活もすごい大変だし楽しいことばかりではないんですけど、でも人間と自然が共存していくためには誰かがやっぱりやらなきゃいけないことで、都会の人は動物は施設にいてお金を払って触れ合うので、見たら触りたいっていう感じてる人が結構いると思うんですけど、そういう人にも動物は自然の中にいてタイミングが良ければ見られる。でその生き物が好きだからこそ手を出さずに本来の姿を遠くから見守るっていう共存の仕方があるんだということ、そういった考えもあるんだということを、ちょっとでも伝えていけたらなと思ってます。 夏も後半です。オルカたちの動きを中心に毎日働き、自然の中で時間は流れていきます。
I can see the moon moving.
Butter? Oh, you got it? You got chutney? You good.
Yeah, I think we did. Oh, he's got butter and knife.
I don't know if you want to put the balsamic vinegar.
Oh, those are beautiful peas. Look at that color. Sugar snaps.
All right. We're good.
オルカたちがいる限り、何時になっても仕事は終わることはありません。オルカだけでも忙しいのに、ラボの外にはザトウクジラが。しかしここ数年はオルカの食料である鮭が激減。島の周辺に集まるオルカの数も以前より少なくなり、ピークも過ぎると美しい景色に願いを込めてオルカを待つ日も珍しくありませんでした。
Please come back.
それでもピーク時にはずっとエリア内で過ごす群れもいて、毎日姿を見て鳴き声を聞くことができました。でも昔と比べるとこのエリアを訪れる群れの数は減ってしまいました。もっとたくさんの群れを呼び戻す方法は、彼らの食料である天然の鮭の数を元に戻す以外にありません。天然の鮭が激減したのは、同じ海域で行われている養殖が一つの原因だと言われています。養殖の生けすで大発生した寄生虫が網から逃げ出し、天然の鮭の稚魚を殺してしまうのです。
Okay. Have fun, honey. See you later. You got everything you need?
Close back.
Where are you going? Oh, of course.
「夏の終わりのある日」CP のアシスタントたちと合流し、みんなが向かうのはオルカ関係者の打ち上げパーティー。しかし夏という限られた時間の中で少しでもボランティアの仕事をしたい智子と桃子。 CP のアシスタントと交代してお留守番です。
バイ OK、チェース CP
天気もよく、私たちはまず冷たいコーラで乾杯したのですが、目の前にザトウクジラが現れたためお望み通りすぐさまお仕事。近年オルカラボではオルカだけでなくザトウクジラの調査もしています。ザトウクジラは尾びれの裏側の模様で個体識別することができます。やがて太陽は傾き、通りかかった知り合いのおじさんがボートの上からトランペットを吹いてくれて、私たちは空を見上げながらこの夏もここで過ごせたことに感謝しました。
Time to become this dark villain. I'm somewhat scared, feeling so much persistent day. Better days, tomorrow is still time. Why I am scared, don't give a fuck to find facts.
back in 2000, when we had the wonderful support from NTT Data, a Japanese corporation that was so interested in the orcas and in helping and in developing technology that would use the internet. We had this wonderful opportunity to create a live internet webcast. It was really so primitive in a way. It was like a tiny little window, maybe 2 centimeters square at the beginning, and it was hugely expensive. We had, in order to do it, we had to create an internet connection that would have enough bandwidth to transmit video, and we built a huge satellite dish over at Craycroft Point that connected to a satellite that connected to Calgary, and then through the internet to Tokyo. And in Tokyo, another Japanese corporation called J-Stream was able and willing to put this live webcast on the internet. And the result was amazing. You know, it was, even though the image was so tiny, it was live. And that was an incredible step, I think, in terms of people connecting to the natural world. People got so excited about it. We created, our friends in Japan created a website called orca-live.net, and that displayed 2 images, one above water and one below water, that were live. And the audience loved it. And we had suddenly this incredible interest from people around the world, really. It was just, for me, it was a revelation that connecting people live to nature would be a potentially transforming experience for them, because suddenly they become connected to the natural world, and they begin to understand the natural world, and they begin to care about the natural world. So that's what we've been doing ever since. We were so fortunate with the support from NTT Data. They promised us 3 years of funding, and they gave us 6 years of funding. It was amazing. But in the end, the funding dried up, and we were, in a way, left on our own. But again, we were fortunate because we still had the support of J-Stream, who continued to donate the bandwidth that we needed to stream live audio. And so we continued to stream live audio. And again, it was a small audience, but we built up an audience not just in Japan, but around the world of people who were interested in listening to the sounds of orcas. So time passed. And eventually, we were so fortunate in having one of the trustees of the Annenberg Foundation, his name's Charlie Weingarten, come to visit us. And I took him to Craycroft Point and sat him in front of a really good television monitor to look at the imagery from the kelp forest, the underwater imagery from the kelp forest next door. And he sat there, I think, transfixed by the beauty. And he went away and took some time, but eventually he came up with the concept of explore.org, which is a website that displays live cameras in habitats around the world. You can see brown bears in Alaska, you can see walruses, you can see elephants in Africa, you can see an incredible variety of wildlife that is absolutely pure in a sense. You know, you don't have any interference with them. You don't make money off them. There's no advertising on the Explore website, which corresponds exactly to our philosophy, which is that we want people to learn to love nature and love the world and want to preserve it. We don't of course we care about money, but we don't want to make money deliberately from what we're doing. And we think this is a formula that works, that people, and it's with huge thanks to Explore and the Annenberg Foundation, who have created such a great level of support for what we're trying to do. But with their help, we've now created a network of video cameras, 10 of them actually, that broadcasts the lives of the whales and everything else around them, the beauty of nature, the birds, the seals, the sea lions coming now. That is just a wonderful thing, I think, for people to experience. Yeah, of course we have money needs, you know, but they're quite secondary, I think, to the goal of bringing people closer to nature, of bringing people into a state where they love the world and want to protect it. And that's ultimately, of course, the goal, helping people care so much that our world will be saved for the future.
Corky had a huge influence in his life because he was there very shortly after Corky was caught in Pender Harbor, just north of Vancouver Island in 1969. Now, Corky is an orca, of course, and she belongs to the Northern Resident Community, which is the community that we study here. And for some reason, she and her family traveled quite far south in Georges Strait and ended up in Pender Harbor, a little bit out of their range, but historically I think they had visited that area before. And one winter night, stormy winter night, the whole group was in the bay, and the local people were sitting around in the pub not too far away, and they heard that there was a pod of orcas here in the bay, and they jumped up and immediately got their nets and surrounded the family. And the result was that Corky was caught. Her mother was also caught at the same time, but she was released, and they kept and transported Corky away from there. And so she went off to Los Angeles, where other members of her Northern Resident Community were also being housed, and she spent the next
19 years?
14 years. I think it was till 1987, so do the math. And by that time, she and one other whale were the sole survivors of those early captures. And she was really just a victim of the increased interest that had happened rapidly over keeping whales in captivity, because they had actually managed to keep them alive for a while. But Corky and her partner Orky had survived in this very small pool at Marineland. And she actually became pregnant 6 times. 7 times, actually, yes, 7 times. And none of her babies survived in this environment. So time went on, and in 1987, Marineland was sold, and Corky was sent to San Diego along with Orky, her partner, and they began their life there. Orky didn't survive very long. He lasted 1 year, but Corky's still alive, and she's still there.
And we've been dreaming about Corky returning to the ocean and reuniting with her family for a very, very long time. We created a campaign around that idea, and thanks to this is interesting, actually, a person in Austria, which has no ocean boundaries at all, got interested in Corky and what was happening to her, and wanted to help. And he had the vision of creating a banner, a huge banner made by children that would have patches on it that were expressions of the thoughts of children about Corky and about the world. And this was a fantastic idea. And over the next couple of years, a huge banner consisting of these patches. They were in 25-meter sections, each patch a beautiful statement of a children's thought about the world, about Corky. And it ended up that this banner was about 2.5 kilometers long. And eventually it was taken to SeaWorld, a statement to SeaWorld to please let Corky go home. And it went to Europe, toured Europe. It went, bunches of it went to Japan. It was taken to, through the United States. It was taken to many different countries. And I think in the end, children from 22 countries around the world contributed to this banner, which was a huge statement from the hearts of children about their caring for Corky and their caring for the world.
Well, I think, too, kids get it really fast.
Absolutely.
That this whale was taken away from her family. And we see her family all through the summer. They were here just recently. And we understand the hole that has been left by taking her away from that. She has not been able to contribute to her community, but it's just the fact that it was wrong to take her. She wasn't theirs to take, and she needs to come back home. And kids, you know, you don't have to explain too much to them. They understand that. They understand that family is important, and each member of the family is important. And I think that's kept us going all these years, even though she's been in captivity forever now. And her place is here. Her home is here.
Corky's been in captivity for 47 years. And she's probably now 51 years of age. She is the oldest surviving captive orca. When we began thinking about her coming home, she was much younger and probably in much better physical shape. And we thought that we could bring her back in the vicinity where her family would come. We could house her and take care of her, get her healthy and get her catching live fish again, and then allow her to go back into the ocean to join her family. So much time has now passed that we think this is actually a difficult proposition. We think it's much better to set up a kind of a retirement home for Corky, where she could come to and be in the ocean and be at least in acoustic contact with her family. Visit with them acoustically, I guess, would be the way to think of it, rather than simply letting her go out to join them. It's probably too risky, although one never knows what might ultimately happen if she's brought back to the ocean. So right now we're working on an idea which involves a wonderful place to create that retirement home. It's called Double Bay. It's on Hansen Island, not just a few kilometers from where we are, not far from where another orca named Springer, that you may have heard about, was released. And we think that a retirement home could be created for Corky in Double Bay, where she would be secure and looked after and be able to communicate again with her family. The owners of a lodge at Double Bay are very sympathetic to this idea. So there's a big gap that we need to fill, and that is the approval and cooperation and really active involvement of SeaWorld. We think it would be a wonderful thing for SeaWorld to do, because they're in trouble right now. They're in trouble financially. The stocks are going down, attendance is going down. People get it that it's unfair to keep orcas in captivity. And we think that if SeaWorld agrees to allow Corky to come home, it doesn't necessarily mean the end of their business, but it will be a big boost to their business, we think.